I will call to order the meeting of the Lincoln County Board of Commissioners on this 17th day of November of 2025. If you would, please stand and join me for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Lost an employee over the weekend, and I'd just like to ask the board to keep his family in your thoughts and prayers in this moment of silence.
I'll entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved.
All right, motion by Commissioner Carpenter. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, move on to the consent agenda. Before we vote on that, I'd like to make an amendment to the approval of the 2026 meeting schedule. The December the 7th meeting, we'll put an asterisk beside that, to be held at the Citizen Center. The time still is correct, but the location will be held at the Citizen Center. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved, sir.
All right, motion by Commissioner Cecina. Any further discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. We'll move on to item 3, Planning Board recommendations. Jeremiah.
Good morning, Commissioners. I have for you this morning one recommendation from the Planning Board following a public hearing from 2 weeks ago, and then there was a quasi-judicial hearing 2 weeks ago for which a vote was postponed until today. So the first one, UDO Amendment number 2025-5. You may recall from the public hearing, this is a request to amend Section 2.4.9 of the Lincoln County Unified Development Ordinance to create a new classification of planned development residential district. This is specifically for senior housing projects, and along with that application came a proposed lot dimensional table, and so under the current standards, you may recall, the smallest lot size in a planned development residential district is a 1/4 acre. This proposal would allow smaller lot sizes without increasing the maximum density. The applicant did submit in following the meeting with the Planning Board, the applicant did submit, as anticipated, an amended application. You have that included in your packet. If the IT staff wouldn't mind navigating, I think maybe 2 more pages down, right there. So on that table, you see that top row, 3 clouded cells in that table. And so that's where that maximum density was added for each of those housing types so that this proposal stays density neutral. So this new type of planned development would not allow for a greater density than what the ordinance currently allows with the larger lot sizes. So that's the one little tweak that was made that we did anticipate. The applicant worked through that with the Planning Board, agreed to that verbally, and then followed up in writing with an amended application, and that's what you have before you here. So the planning staff had recommended approval of this. The Planning Board recommended approval of this, and you have their adopted statement in your packet.
All right, anyone have any questions for Jeremiah? I will entertain a motion to adopt the statement of consistency and reasonableness presented by the Planning Board.
So moved.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Patton. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. I'll entertain a motion to approve UDO 2025-5.
So moved.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Patton. Any further discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. It passes. Thank you.
All right, and then secondly, we have special use permit number 527 Cheryl and Daniel Gingrich were the applicants in this case. You may recall from the public hearing 2 weeks ago, this was a request to operate a bed and breakfast on the basement level of an existing single-family home located at 8112 Tadlock Trail. There were, I believe, some questions about permitting and inspection requirements from the board following the hearing. In communicating with our environmental health staff, it's my understanding that because this is only a proposal for one rental unit with no more than 4 guests per stay, this would be exempt from all local and state permitting and inspections requirements with regards to food and lodging. So I'll be happy to answer any other questions you have on this one. You have the applicant's proposed findings of fact in your packet. And again, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Anyone have any questions for Jeremiah?
No, just thank you for clarifying that those inspection processes.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the findings of fact as submitted by the applicant.
So moved, sir. It doesn't matter.
All right, motion by Commissioner Cecina. Any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
I'll entertain a motion to approve SUP 527.
So moved.
All right, motion by Commissioner Cecina. Any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it, it passes. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll move on to number 4, public hearing, industrial incentive grants. Ms. Anna Mullen.
Good morning, Lincoln County Board of Commissioners. It's my honor to appear before you today to present 3 requests for Lincoln County Industrial Incentive Grants on behalf of our existing industry partners. Before I share the specifics about each request, I want to sincerely thank you for your continued commitment to supporting our local industries. Your proactive and engaged approach to business retention and expansion is a cornerstone of the success that we see across Lincoln County. It's because of your supporting leadership that companies not only choose to locate here, but choose to stay, invest, and deepen their roots in our community. Your recognition of both new industry and longstanding partners reinforces the message that Lincoln County grows with those who choose to grow with us. Thank you for valuing this process and for understanding the long-term impact for these decisions and that they have on our economic strength. So as you're aware, I previously submitted 3 companies identified as XXX, CCC, and AAA that plan to reinvest, retool, and/or expand their operations in 2026. This morning, I'm pleased to present the details associated with each of these projects. So we will start with the one listed as XXX. The name of this company is Lincoln County Fabricators. Lincoln County Fab is located at 513 Jason Road in Lincolnton. They are known for their metal fabrication in all shapes and sizes, as well as their CNC machining. Dirt is moving now as they prepare to add an additional 30,000 square feet of new manufacturing facility to house tube processing and advanced manufacturing equipment for the processing of steel tubing and structural steel. Processes include cutting, bending, and roll forming. Employment impact initially is expected to be 10 employees, with an additional 10 to 15 employees added in the following year. Completion of these processes is estimated to be mid-year 2026, and Lincoln County Fab shall make an investment in building and land of $2.1 million, machinery and equipment investment of $2.5 million, with another $100,000 in business personal property. Total investment is $4.7 million, of which $3.92 will qualify for incentives under the Lincoln County Industrial Incentive Grant Policy. Upon approval of this request, the county will provide $14,680.40 per year in grants after taxes are paid for the 5-year period after the project's completion. This is a Level 2 incentive grant for this project.
Okay. Anyone have any questions for Anna for this? Okay. Well, I'll open the floor, open the public hearing concerning the industrial incentive grant for XXX. All right. Having no one signed up to speak, I will close the public hearing, and I will entertain a motion to adopt the incentive grant for XXX.
So moved.
All right, motion. What's that?
Not speaking anymore.
Motion by Commissioner Carpenter. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. We'll move on to CCC.
Industry number 2, CCC. The company is Cadeler. Cadeler is located at 2002 Cadeler Drive and a manufacturer of automotive catalysts used in automotive exhaust systems. The incentive request goes toward equipment installation and to increase production processes, as well as make some minor building improvements. Completion of these processes is estimated to be April 2026, and Cadeler shall make an investment in machinery and equipment improvements of $7,079,214, of which $5,360,313 will qualify for incentives under the Lincoln County Industrial Incentive Grant Policy. Upon approval of this request, the county will provide $20,060.98 per year in grants after taxes are paid each year for a 5-year period after the project's completion. This is a Level 2 incentive grant for this project.
Okay, anyone have any questions for Anna? Okay. I will open up the public hearing for incentive grant CCC. Having no one signed up to speak, I will close the public hearing for incentive grant CCC. And I will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
All right, motion by Commissioner Patton. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the ayes have it, that one passes. And we'll move on to AAA.
To our last Industry 3, AAA, known as Leeboy. Leeboy is located at 500 Lincoln County Parkway Extension and manufactures commercial asphalt paving equipment. This incentive request is for the retooling of significant manufacturing equipment to keep production in place in our Lincoln County Industrial Park. Leeboy was recently acquired by the Fayette Group. Within 2 years of this agreement, they shall make an investment in machinery and equipment improvements of $1.8 million, with $1.3, which will qualify for incentives under the Lincoln County Industrial Incentive Grant Policy. Upon approval of this request, the county will provide $5,083.80 per year in grants after taxes are paid each year for a 5-year period after the project's completion. This is a Level 2 incentive grant for this project.
Okay, any questions for Anna? All right. I will open the floor for the public hearing. All right, having no one signed up to speak for incentive grant AAA, I will close the public hearing and I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Cecina. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. It is approved. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to present these projects.
All right, we'll move on to item number 5, approval FY26 North Carolina Department of Insurance SHIP grant. Ms. Catherine Sane.
Good morning, Commissioners. The first grant that I'm going to be presenting this morning is for the Seniors Health Insurance and Information Program. It's the SHIP program run through the Department of Insurance. This grant will allow the Senior Center to be a certified location to provide free, unbiased, and neutral counseling for Medicare recipients in Lincoln County. They could either be new to Medicare or clients that are already on Medicare and need to make changes to their prescription drug coverage or switch to a Medicare Advantage plan. We also assist them with signing up for low-income subsidies so they can hopefully provide or purchase prescription drugs at a lower cost. So it is a cost savings to our county residents. This year we were awarded $8,045. There is no county match to this, so we will continue to provide those counseling throughout the next fiscal year. And with that, I'll yield to any questions.
Any questions? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve FY26 North Carolina Department of Insurance SHIP Division grant.
So moved.
All right, motion by Commissioner Carpenter. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, it passes.
Thank
And
you.
we'll go on to item number 6, which is also Ms. Sane, approval of FY '26 general purpose funds.
Yes. These general purpose funds are reoccurring state appropriation funds. They're specifically awarded to senior centers to enhance and improve programming and services. We are considered a senior center of excellence, which means that we go above and beyond the standards for programming. Due to that, we received 3 shares of this grant, so that will be coming to Lincoln County. The total grant was $10,971. There is a 25% county match, so that would be the $36.57 for a total of $15,628. So with those funds, we just provide additional services, programs, and activities for the seniors that are 16 over in Lincoln County. And with that, I'll yield to questions.
Anyone have any questions? I will entertain a motion to approve FY '26 general purpose funds.
So moved.
All right, motion by Commissioner Mullen. He got you.
I'm good with that, but I didn't think anybody was gonna say anything.
All right.
Jump up there.
Any further discussion? All right, hearing none. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? It passes. Thank you.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Catherine.
All right, we'll go to number 7, public comments. This is where the public's allowed to address the board. If you're an individual, you get 3 minutes. As a group, you get 5, and the group needs to be present. We have one sign up, Sherry and Daniel Gingrich.
And Chairman, I believe they signed up to speak in regard to the quasi case, in case you needed them to.
Okay. All right, well, they don't look like they're in the room, so is there anyone else in the room that would like to speak in public comments? Okay, well, I will close public comments and move on to number 8, County Manager's Report. Mr. Madden.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see, I want to know what kind of energy drinks you all got into this morning, because I've never seen such a rambunctious group going for these motions. So it's good to see the early morning activity, so thank you. Just a very quick report. A couple project updates. As you know, the Academy Street Flag Plaza is coming along well. They're pouring concrete today, and you can probably ask Commissioner Patton. It really looks good out there. We got the roof going on the new library. So we're well on schedule. I know that's something always important because sometimes we're not on schedule. And then cement is being poured for the old courthouse to replace the sidewalks, and the groundwork is underway. And we know that's something the public has interest in, but that groundwork is being done now. With just one reminder, you'll hear me remind you maybe twice on this, just so you stay well aware, is our Employee Appreciation Luncheon, we also call the Christmas Luncheon. It will be held on December the 17th, so please make sure you got your calendars marked. We've done that in two schedule phase now, so just plan to see what accommodates your schedule for the lunch period. And that pretty much concludes my report. Thank you.
Can I make a comment on that? And this is not directed at you. But when we talk about the courthouse, that fine old building, I think that we should call it the historic courthouse and not the old courthouse. Yes, it is 1,000 years old, but it is our historic courthouse. And I think as we go forward and anything that goes on our website about the courthouse should be noted as the historic courthouse and not the old courthouse. Comments to that effect. Thank you.
All right. Go ahead, Trent.
Dave, is there any word on the public safety monument that we were gonna put out at the new courthouse? Not the historic courthouse?
I don't have any new information on that. I can look in to see where we are on that discussion, but yeah, I don't have anything new on it. No
All right, thank you,
updates.
sir.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to County Attorney's Report. Ms. Gilbert.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So just a few updates. I am currently working with LEDA to update the incentive grant policy that you just passed 3 of them. We're just going to update it, make it a little different to where basically the way it is right now, it works the same for existing or new. So we're going to break that out to where new industry have to bring in new employees, but existing industry may not need to bring in new employees, and that type of thing. I'm working with Ms. Mullen to do that. I'm also working on another issue with our partners at Partners to update our crisis management plan and all of those things that we have to have with the city and all of our healthcare providers for crisis management, for IVC transfers and those types of things. And I also am still working on the Parks and Rec ordinance, which we need to get before the board sooner than later in the next few months. And then the exotic animal ordinance will be coming before you all at the first meeting in December for its first introduction. There will be no vote at that meeting, but it will be coming before you for review, comment, anything like that at the first meeting. Okay? Thank you.
Okay. Move on to County Commissioners Report. Does any commissioner have anything to report at this time?
I do. I'd like to report that the car show, the Ralph Sisk car show at the airport this past weekend was incredibly well attended. We had beautiful weather. Over 300 cars were there. Everyone had a great time. I got to go fly around in a little helicopter for a while. That was wonderful. I always enjoy that. After a while, Clay and I will get together and talk about next year's event because we're gonna have to make it so that we can put a few more cars in there. We actually had to turn away classic cars, so we need to sit down with an after-action report at some point with the organizers and decide how we can expand on the area. I don't want to shut down the airport, but I want to expand some of the area, and I think we can do that and not alter airport operations. But we need to talk about that. But it was a great event. It was a great event. And airport staff did a wonderful job, by the way.
Okay. Any other commissioners?
I just want to report that Lake Norman Marine Commission will have their second meeting this Thursday night, the 20th at 7 p.m., and that's going to be held at the Charlotte Water Dukes Treatment Plant, which is at 7980 Babe Stillwell Farm Road in Huntersville.
All right. Thank you. All right. Alex.
One more. So I had the opportunity to attend the graduation ceremony for drug treatment court on Friday. If you have never had the opportunity to attend that, I would encourage you to do so. That court gives offenders the opportunity to not be incarcerated and work hard and gain the skills necessary to change their lives. So they do a great job. Judge Palmer and his team do a great job, and I would just encourage you to go the next time they have that graduation ceremony and be a part of that.
All right. Hey, how's everybody this morning? Gosh. So December 2nd, Mark, myself, David, and Megan will be meeting with the chiefs of all the volunteer fire departments and their presidents of the board of directors for each. We're going to just kind of like answer questions. We're going to discuss what we found through this process with the South Fork incident and what the county can do and what we can't do, and try to figure out a way that we're going to go from henceforth. So that's just want to let y'all know that.
Has that gone well now that you have a new fire chief over there, or not?
I am not going to answer that at this time.
Okay.
I think
I'm
that
good
they
with that.
are moving in a forward direction.
That's all I wanted to know.
So, but I don't have the,
Well, I think it's a little bit early to really answer that question, Commissioner Cena. But as far as the service protection and safety assurance of that, which is what we're responsible for, that is in place.
Okay.
They do have coverage. One of the other fire departments that was covering in conjunction with them assisting prior to the incident has now joined back in to cover too. They had momentarily paused on that, I think, just to see where the status was. But as far as coverage is going, that has never been interrupted, so that's still in place. But to Commissioner Carpenter's point, I think the leadership, the board over there, the board of directors, they're still working on trying to build the infrastructure and make sure they have their ducks in a row, I guess, is to make it simple. So I'll leave it at that.
I wasn't trying to get into personnel issues, just make sure that the citizens of Lincoln County are covered for fire protection. That's all I care about. Thank you.
Okay. We'll move on to the appointments. Vacancies and appointments, Commissioner Muller.
Mr. Weinberger, today I'm going to bring one appointment, and I would make a motion that we reappoint Ann Cecina to the Jury Commission.
I'm going to recuse myself from that one, I believe.
We understand. Everybody agree with Bud recusing himself on this one?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we have a motion by Commissioner Mullen to reappoint Ann Cecina to the Jury Commission. Any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, she is reappointed. And we'll move on to other business. Is there any other business to come before this board at this time? All right, seeing none, we'll go into closed session. If someone would please read the motion for the closed session.
I make a motion to enter into closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11, A6. To consider the qualifications, competent performance, character, fitness, condition of appointment, and conditions of initial employment of an individual public officer, employee, or prospective public officer or employee.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Carpenter. Any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. All right, we are in closed session. All right, we are out of closed session. No action was taken. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
All right, motion by Commissioner Carpenter. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. We're finished for the